So TB, first day of racing, it's third day of the championships. Can you tell us how it all went? It's been a long time coming and an early start.
Yeah, we've done a lot of sitting around. Early start for us today, 8 o'clock race. So yeah, but I think everyone's pretty happy about it just because we want to go racing. We don't want to come down here at 11 o'clock and then sit around all day. So only 2 races so far for us. I got a first in the first one and then dropped off the foils in the second one when it started to get a bit patchy and made some errors there. So I'm not sure where I finished just because it spreads out so quickly in the Moth class. But so good one and a bad one, I guess.
So talk us through the first one. I assume that it was just a little bit windier, a little bit more stable to start with before the heating kicked in.
Yeah, more. It was quite actually decent breeze when we got out there, probably like 18 knots at times. But yeah, I think I was third around the top and then just kind of chipped away and then split gates at the bottom with Matthias and then got him up the second beat. So kind of nice, just standard Moth racing. And then the second one, nice start, kind of tacked and crossed everyone except one, and then just didn't lay the top, and then kind of had to do another tack at the top and dropped off the foils. So
that's a bit different to Ilka racing and 2 quick tacks.
Yeah, just should have just been a little bit dumber and gone all the way past lay type thing. But it's just kind of Moth racing, I guess.
I mean, you're so experienced. Risk reward, it's always a hard management. I was just thinking with the weather, it's a strange thing to say, but maybe we should be just praying for cloud and a bit of light rain so you guys go racing every day.
Yeah, I guess if we just had a nice solid breeze every day, I think everyone would be pretty happy no matter if it was raining or not. So obviously it's nice that we're not sitting around in rain and cold with no wind. So I guess that's the upside. So
I mean, I'm looking at my watch. It's pretty early. What do you do the rest of your day now?
Yeah, it feels like it's been a full day and it's like 9:30. So I guess these guys are out there racing the other fleet, and they'll probably try and do 4, I guess, if they can, and then I guess we'll be sitting around the rest of the day trying to catch up to however many races they get in.
Okay, well, enjoy your time off, and I really hope you guys get lots and lots more racing.
Cheers, mate. Thanks.
So, JB, race winner, finally competition's underway. Can you tell us a little bit about today now it's all over?
Yeah, after 2 days of waiting, we finally woke up very early, but for 2 races, so it was really nice to sail again. This morning was a bit breezy and I went with the big foil and I was not sure if it was the right choice, but then the wind dropped for the second one and I was pretty happy with this foil as we didn't have time to change it. The first race it's a bit frustrating, but I guess everyone got his own problem, but I dropped off the foil on one last jibe before the gates and I came from second to pretty bad. And I came back 5th, and winning the last race was...
You definitely made up for it.
Yeah, finally, I think it's my first winning in mud sailing, so I'm pretty happy with this.
Good for you, and good to have it in the world. Can you tell us about that second race? Because obviously the gradient wind just gradually dying, bit of snakes and ladders, and you made the most of it.
Yeah, I mean, I had a really great start on the pin, and I was quick, running top mark with quite a nice gap with the second, and I had a perfect downwind, very good second upwind, and then at the top mark the wind dropped. There were absolutely nothing. Few boats were already in low riding.
So what's the danger there coming into it? Because it's a top gate, isn't it? You've just got to get through a gate rather than round 1 mark, is that right?
Yeah, the hardest point is the left side was paying with more wind and shift, and you're coming from the left side, so you have to decide if you tack to get the left gates or to run the right one and jibe quite early. I do prefer the jibe, but I dropped off the foil, so it was, hopefully I had a lot of gap and I couldn't start again before the others coming.
So, I mean, even in these conditions, you guys are so fast, you're taking up the whole harbour. I mean, 2 laps, it's still a pretty short race.
Yeah, it is short, but as we are quite many boats in every fleet, it's quite dangerous to do 3 laps. So it's compared to the laser I'm used to, it's very short race. So you have to make sure that you give the best straight in the beginning.
Ideal. Well, wishing you lots of luck and lots of races for the rest of the week.
Thank you, John. Thanks.